You all hear that? So there will be a notification that says that the video call is being recorded. So everyone is aware. Warehousing and distribution centers part 1. So some of you would have access with your own warehouses. Some of you don't, because apparently some of the businesses would only allow certain personnels to access the warehouse. In certain businesses, like some of my students back in my previous class, she works for Starbucks, and every time I think only the guys would be put in that situation. But with some differences of the companies, say for example, in Jinsy's case, she has an access, but in other companies, only it's guys only task. Guys should only have the ones access with the warehouse. Do you think it's a little bit sexist in that part, Jinsy? Do you think, oh, sorry, Jinsy cannot participate because she's outside. Rosanna, do you think women can do the job of a man?
Yeah, of course.
With a strong conviction. So that's
Of
the
course,
case.
it's a yeah. There should no
There's
be
no discrimination when
racist,
it comes
no
to gender.
discrimination, because whatever they can do, we can do, except for the heavy lifting. But that can
Yes,
be
Actually, to some extent, what women can't do, men can't do.
yes, that's true.
So I
So
think women are better.
what men can do, women can do as well.
Yes, of
But
course.
that's why I said except for the heavy lifting that can be done by the forklift or whatever.
correct. Yes, that will be the task for. But apparently, some warehouses would give no access to women at all. So those we mostly are in the food industry. So she was having a struggle of getting some of the information because it's without her reach. The task is without her reach. So that's not the topic today of gender equality, but the topic today is the warehouse and distribution center. Distribution is the act of delivering goods and services from producers to the consumers. How are you sharing, or how are you giving your products to your consumers is important because it's how you get the business, how you deliver the business to your clients. Physical distribution, on the other hand, is the broad range of activities aimed at efficient movement of finished goods from end of production line to the consumers. Elias, I have to ask you, what is the new industry that you are in right now again? Please enlighten everyone.
Yes, it's a water technologies.
Is it still the same company,
solutions.
right?
It's the same company, same group, but different task. So from this part, we are supplying water treatment facilities consumables.
Would you still be involved of the logistics, the movement of your products to your consumers?
Not directly, sir, but there are someone who is tasked, but as per my job description, I will be pushing the whole team to complete the task from inquiry up to the end. So it's like more on follow-ups and keeping the things moving.
Okay, follow-ups. That's a good topic.
It's a little complicated job
compared to just the logistics and processing the.
Compared to the procurement where I just order things, now I understand the whole picture.
Because you are brought to a different department. How are the materials and the orders are being distributed?
It's most. I think there's a
feedback.
Nishad,
can you? Let me mute. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So spare parts and the consumables are coming from different areas like Hungary, India, China, and mostly US. So we have partner companies also, but in terms of bigger shipments, we do LC.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the consumer or the customer's job to ship the goods. We just need to review all the LCs. So I will be part of reviewing LCs also,
Oh.
and yeah, it's mostly communication. We from there will be a weekly meetings and so on. So we will. My
You
job
have
is
a
to see what's
you
to
seem to
fill the
have
gap.
more, yes, you seem to have more but you seem to have more task and responsibility right now compared to your previous
Yes,
role. Okay.
too
Bigger
much.
salary
But
perhaps.
there's just a small difference. But the good thing is my
Benefits.
family is now covered.
The benefits
Yeah, so I need to work harder.
for the family. Okay
Yeah,
then.
for the family and for
Thank
It's
the
you.
savings
okay.
for the
Knowledge
future.
is power, Elias.
Knowledge
Thank
is
you.
power in the term that your task is added.
Yeah.
All right then. Physical distribution range to activities aimed at efficient movement of finished goods from end of production line to the consumer. It says there the word efficient movement. Fazil, how can you describe an efficient movement of goods from the production to consumer? Efficient, the word that is efficient.
Efficient movements like you mean the movement from supplier to the customer?
Yes.
By which type, right?
Yes, but any. In general topic with talking about efficiency.
Efficiency means like you need to deliver on time, you need to deliver on the quantity basis, that quantity and everything should be perfect. The goods must not be damaged, the quality must be assured. These normal things like
Correct. Agreed. Definitely. What is the newest trend right now? Can you like especially in your location in KSA? What is the newest trend of logistics and supply chain there in KSA? Anything that has any improvement by any chance?
yes, there are improvements, but not like before. Before the local market, because in Saudi Arabia, even in Dubai, not like Dubai, but Saudi Arabia, so distribution, the local markets are having high priority because the local distribution was very high
Mm-hmm.
before. The distribution, like in between the shops, like to the company or the production or the production company to the seller or buyer. This local movement was really high before because there
Yes.
was no purchasing directly from consumers in our international distribution. But now everyone came to know that the international purchasing methods, how they do, and the basis of like the profitable of that business and everything. They
Mhm.
already most of the companies and most of them came to know how to do those things. So
Yes.
now the distribution our level means distribution means it's part of anything from international or local or anything. It's the just method like to deliver from buyer to seller. That's it. That can be anyhow by air or by sea or.
Can you see my screen? Thank you, Fazil, for sharing. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hello?
It's Giga Gadgets. Can you see how automated it is?
Oh.
Yeah, that's nice.
There's no human interaction.
So all items are barcoded?
I think so. It's being scanned.
I think the Dubai, one
Has
Dubai
this is
warehouse has that one. Yeah.
this robot turns a traditional warehouse into an automated one.
Yeah, before I have a work on that. I work with the cargo terminal in Qatar.
With this type of system,
Yes, all the starting from the racks to the conveyor. They will check the barcode one by one.
without human interaction, it's really
Even
nice
the
to
box.
see.
Even the box, there is a barcode.
Of minimal people that will be needed. We will be replaced by robots.
The German technology. The German technology is the best.
Interesting. This is really interesting. Do you think there will be more efficiency with these robots compared to human, Christian? Would you give up your job for a robot?
Not at all, because system sometimes there's an error. So
Yes.
you need to double check as well.
There should be still human
Power
interaction.
needed. There's still manpower needed on that.
Yeah, I would agree, definitely. Warehouse and distribution centers, storage warehouse holds goods for moderate to long periods to balance supply and demand for producers and purchasers. Here in Abu Dhabi, I get to have one student that he is in the warehouse of a hospital. Are you familiar with Cleveland Hospital? Cleveland Hospital apparently happens to be one of the posh hospitals. Like the clients are VIPs, sheiks, and royalties. That's how they call their hospital. That's the brand that they're trying to market with the people. So
Yeah,
he's
that's a big
work
hospital.
it is in
It is
Dubai.
big.
What could you say is the posh hospital, like untouchable people could only go there? Anyone? No, familiar that it's untouchable that we don't know of.
Don't like hospitals anyway. So.
Yeah, that's true. But in Cleveland, so he works in the warehouse of the hospital. So what he would do would be accepting the orders or the demand planning of the medicines that will be needed. Say, for example, Pfizer will be giving them list of medicines. There's a 3-month period, and there will be like the agreement is like a 50% payment from the hospital and the brand, which is Pfizer. And then after 3 months, whatever is not their own, the hospital will only pay for how much was consumed. Say, for example, if it go over 50%, that's the only amount that they will pay. But the goods are only there for 3 months. For 3 months. That's what he told me. That's the agreement with their warehouse in the hospital. It's in a hospital setup of warehouses. So it's a fully air conditioned because they have to preserve the temperature for the medicines. And he also told me that there is a central source of medicines here in Abu Dhabi, which is Seha. I think there is also in Dubai. If they run out of certain medicines, that's where they will collect some of the medicines. But that's also a good insights of getting how the picture of warehousing in the hospital setup. Let me move forward. Distribution warehouse assembles and redistributes goods, keeping them moving as much as possible. So only 3 months, that's the agreement of the medicines that will stay there. And then It varies from tablets, capsules, and also I believe they would have few vaccines. Anyone who have been fully vaccinated? Is it even
Me, I have
is
4
it
vaccines total.
It's
Verica?
one
Yes,
and one half.
one and one
Pfizer.
half. Here in Abu Dhabi, Fazil, how is the vaccination procedure there in KSA?
Procedures are very simple. We'll go to online. Once they have to inform us there is vaccination is available, they will go to the online and we'll book the appointment and we'll go and do the vaccine. I have done 2 different vaccines actually. One is AstraZeneca and the other one is Pfizer.
Is it allowed to have that?
Yeah, it's allowed here and it says that it's more
Efficient
more
or
powerful.
effective
Yeah,
or
efficient,
somehow? Yeah.
effective. Yes, exactly.
So we have an application here in the UAE. It's called Al Hussein. In Abu Dhabi, I'm quite I can't believe like how the government is trying to be very protective of the people here, but we cannot go to malls or any facilities or any location without showing this.
The same
This
thing. We are also
application.
having an app here. It's called Tawakkalna actually.
But
Yes,
in Dubai, it's not
we have-
unnecessary.
Yeah, it's
That
not
is
necessary.
required
Now?
for the school now. For the school, it's required now. You cannot enter the school if you don't have the green pass or the vaccination card.
Yes, that it's like it says
Same
here
way.
like E.
We are also
Now-
having an application.
Yes.
Tawakkalna, it's called a Tawakkalna application. They will show that if you are immune, because it's so here like you can see here.
Imagine the
Same way.
move. Yes,
Same way.
imagine the movement of these medicines from the from where it was produced up until our bodies, our arms. Now, I would say there was a news in the Philippines. Remember that when there are, because Philippines is a group of islands. Now, it has to be delivered to certain locations where there is no access of transportation. So it's being transported through boats. Did you see that news where it had an accident and the boxes flipped over to the water? So there was this news that the vaccines were flipped over the water, but DOH in the Philippines claimed that it is protected. It was sealed. So during the transportation, they already anticipated that it might happen. So the medicines or the vaccine should be protected from temperature, from while it's being transported. So it won't affect the product because we want to assure that the products that will be delivered is in good condition. That's also that happens with this. It's relatable. Logistics is everywhere. That's something that we don't notice, but it is just pretty much everywhere.
It's because
Okay.
of the packing.
Yes, it's being protected. We have here Sinopharm. I have my Sinopharm. My third dose will be on December. I'm quite not sure if it will be Pfizer or
You cannot have Pfizer,
Sinopharm.
sir?
It's not available in the center that I'm going to. It's in somewhere Majlis area, but it's not a center. It's not like a hospital or a clinic. It's a Majlis. You know, a Majlis area like a
Yeah,
living
yeah.
room for a
Yeah.
palace or something. That's because of so many people. I think one sheikh offered his majlis to the community, and people are having their vaccination there. I just have to be early, so I will get it.
So you cannot, you
I don't have to book anymore.
cannot just no, you cannot just pick on the requirement like if there is Pfizer or AstraZeneca or anything. You cannot just choose it, or you just want to upload. You need to just give the vaccination, and they will choose you.
Yeah, they will.
Because here they will choose you.
Yes.
Because here we
But
can choose it.
you can.
Whether we need to take, yeah, we can choose it, whether we need to take AstraZeneca or, because those specific hospital will be AstraZeneca and other specific hospitals and vaccine centers will be Pfizer. So they'll be mentioned which vaccine is provided.
It's free, right? In KSA, it's free.
It's free, yeah, it's free.
In Oman,
We
it
can
is
choose
not.
which we can.
I have a student, yes, in Oman, they have to pay, I think it's equivalent to in dirhams, 200 dirhams.
Oh,
Yes, they
for one
have to
vaccine,
pay
under the vaccine.
for the vaccine. It's not available for everyone. Oman is a big country, and it's unlike in countries like UAE, we're lucky that we don't have to pay for that. Even although also the PCR test, it's free if you just have to present your company ID and some requirements from the company. Warehousing, automated warehouse technology. Earlier, we saw some of a sample. Can cut distribution costs and improve customer service. Do you think it would, without human interaction, it would be a good customer service, Jennifer? Earlier, I showed you a video of machines doing the task without human interaction. Probably one person trying to control every machines there. But what are your thoughts about customer service being automated and robots? Jenny Gonzalez.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
I think it is 50-50. It is accurate that there is robotics, there is automated, and also for human intervention also.
Mm-hmm. In your company, do you see your company being fully robot powered, not man powered? Robot
No,
powered
sir.
company.
No, sir. All manual needs the human intervention.
No system, no, just manual. But yeah, it says here cost efficient. That means if you're getting a 6,000 salary, Jean, sana all, 6,000 salary, then a machine would only need a maintenance, probably 6,000 a year. Then it would cut the cost. Your company would choose a robot over you, Jean.
I think so, but for now, I think it's
There's no
not
budget.
applicable.
There's no budget for the robots.
Yes, sir.
But that's really a nice. Christian said it's a German technology. Where did you see that kind of technology here in UAE, Christian?
Sir, before I was working in a construction company.
Yes, that's how it looks like.
In Qatar. So I'm the quality coordinator there. So I'm dealing with the German construction.
Yes. Where in Qatar were you?
Qatar Airways. That's Qatar Airways cargo.
Oh gosh, yes. Qatar Airways is one of the biggest company in the world. Especially they are the #1 airlines. Did you stay in Qatar?
Yeah, I was
in
there.
Qatar. Where did you live in Qatar?
Al Wakra.
Oh, that's far. I was just in Mushrib.
Yeah, I was living in the villa there.
Yes. The salary is a lot better in Doha. It's a
good
we got
package there.
offer, yes. The place there. But it's less cities like it's a combination of Dubai and Abu Dhabi, because it's laid back, but the city is accessible. But Wakra is far. That's like the desert area there with less less establishments, correct?
Yeah, it's nearby to airport. That's why we choose that one.
Oh yeah.
because our job is in the airport, so it's just 5 to 10 minutes away from
What
here.
did you leave Qatar Airways? That's a very nice company.
Now we are
Laid off? Oh,
we are
the so yes.
Qatar Airways. So once we finish the project, I came here because my wife is here. She's working here. So every week, every 2 weeks, I'm going to Dubai, Qatar, Dubai, Qatar. So it's
Yes.
really
Because you have a very affordable ticket, ID 90.
yeah.
ID, yes, ID 90, you just have to pay 10% of your ticket.
Yes.
Warehouse locations, main influences of choice warehousing and materials handling cost, delivery costs from warehouse to customers. Warehouse location affects customer service. Locations, but in the airport, it's already in the airport, correct? The warehouse of the what you would need. Give me a background of how would the warehouse look like in the airport in an airline company, Christian.
Same what you shown to us.
What
Same
would be
route.
the goods in the airlines? Those will be shipped for shipment for air freight, correct? They should have a warehouse for that, right? What will be the content of the warehouse in an airport setup or industry? What are the goods?
Hello, sir.
Yes, I'm here.
What really looks like when the airplane is there.
Yes. Would you have to
So-
put it? Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So we
Continue.
work there just in the construction only. So during the operation, I have no idea when the airport is there, when the airline is there.
Mhm.
So it's like a conveyor. It's conveyor type, a long conveying machine,
Mhm.
like 1 kilometer. Maybe 500 meters machine. That's from the custom side. There is a 4 custom checkpoint. With every box that they will check, the machine will check if there is some goods that are prohibited and not prohibited.
Oh yes, that's true. Yes.
Then they will segregate of the items if this is which code, which airlines it will go.
Mm. And there is still human interaction. People are still needed with that, right?
Yes, there is some technician. I think there's our team is also a technician there. They're moving around to check if there's a faulty error from the cargo, from the boxes, because sometimes the codes are not reading by the machine. So if error,
There's yes,
the technician will do it correctly. This one.
interesting. Next, thank you. Distribution strategies. Items can be directly shipped from supplier or manufacturer to the retail stores or end customers. Supplier or manufacturer directly to the customers. Well, I think that would save them cost. They don't need like somewhere like a middleman or like an intermediate like a place where they would stock it first before it goes to the customers. It's a direct distribution. A sample with this would be in the groceries. Like, are you familiar with Talabat Mart? There is Talabat Mart.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. In the Talabat Mart, they would have centers that it seems like you could a grocery, but there's no walk-in. You cannot go there and shop like in Lulu, but it's a place, a warehouse where you can order your items through the application. But people cannot go inside. But I think that's the future look of Talabat. They would have a physical store that people can just go. Now, in this item, it says in the distribution, it would be directly from the supplier to the customer. In this area, in this part, Talabat is the direct, is the client. There is this brand of chips. I think it's Emirates chips or Emirates. Are you familiar with this like potato chips that is being distributed here? Anyone have tasted of that chips? But from the factory, it is being delivered to them directly. It's directly delivered there because Talabat, it's the fast moving. The items are fast moving there. It's being delivered quickly. Yes. 1 second. Okay, next. Use intermediate inventory storage points. So there will be an intermediate location where you drop it first before it goes to the client. In the items that you have, Jerica, with the furnitures, how is it being delivered from Italy? Is there a warehouse or like an intermediate warehouse where it stays first here in the UAE?
From Italy, if it's a Dubai client, then as soon as it gets ready from Italy warehouse, then we immediately ship it, consolidate everything, all the brands, and ship it to Dubai. But there are some clients outside UAE, for example, KSA,
Yes.
Kuwait, these countries. Our
It would
clients
say.
would have to choose if they will handle the shipments or we will handle the shipment. If we will handle the shipments, it will go directly from Italy to the destination
Yes,
country with
correct.
our appointed forwarder. But then um, the documentation will still come from our side.
Thank you. Yeah. Yes. What about, do you have like, do you supply to like certain companies, interior design companies, say for example, that are not related to you? Would they have certain warehouses? Say for example, Dubai Interior, they want brands from Italy. So would you be, do you have any clients that you would supply and you would bring the materials to their warehouse?
In Italy itself?
No, I mean from, yeah, from Italy, coming in your warehouse and then going to their warehouse. Do you have situations like that
Yeah, we do have situations like that. Like it will stay first in our warehouse and then from
in
our
their
warehouse
location?
to
Yes.
there. Yes.
What are your recent items that you have sold? How much is it as well?
The recent one,
Yes, the
we
recent
have
ones.
an order. We actually have a big order for a private client for
Uh-huh.
his villa.
Yes.
So he's he's a famous singer in UAE. So
Mm.
he has 4 villas,
Yes.
and we are finishing one of his villas. So that one is kind of big order.
And it's Italian
That was
brands. How
it's
much is it?
Italian.
Is how much is the item? I'm interested to know.
The total for his first villa is 1.3
Oh
dirham.
God. Just
Total
all the
for
furniture.
mm, yeah,
Wow. It is. It is expensive.
it really
Well, he
is
must be really
expensive.
famous. Who is it?
I don't know if you know Hassan Al Jasmi,
Hassan Al Jasmi. What's his nationality?
Emirati.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Well.
it's Hassan. It's okay.
No one
Yes, we're
knows about it.
friends.
But he's a celebrity. It's a big deal if it's a Filipino artist. But what's 1.2? That's one island.
1.3.
1.3. Yes, that's one island in back in the Philippines. You can buy probably bully now. One island back home. But yeah, they have funds. All right. Direct shipment distribution strategies, advantages. Can you read this for me? Help me read. I don't have voice anymore. Let me ask help from Christian. What are the advantages of direct distribution?
Direct distribution advantages. There is, sir, can you make it?
Sure. Bigger. Wait 1 second. This one. Enough?
Yeah, it's okay. Advantages. The retailer avoids the expenses of operating as distribution center. Lead times are reduced. Then disadvantages. Risk pooling effects are negated. Facturer and distributor transportation costs increase.
Commonly.
Scenarios. Retail store requires fully loaded trucks, often mandated by powerful retailers. Lead time is critical. Manufacturer may be reluctant, but maybe have no choice. Plant in the grocery industry. Lead times are critical because of perishable goods. Next, sir.
Okay. Wait. No, that's it. So these are the disadvantages and the advantages of a direct shipment of distribution strategy. That's true, no? If it's an advantage, the time is money. If you don't need an intermediate location anymore to be delivered. I mean, you directly delivered it to the consumer and then produce the item, deliver it to whoever will sell it, or maybe probably the actual consumers, and then done. Your responsibilities are done. Or lead times are that it's time. Disadvantage is that risk pooling means the risk of while it's being transported. And one thing is, if it's directly given to the consumers, you get the payment directly, definitely, because this is still a business. Are you familiar with trucking business? Anyone has trucking business back home, or anyone related to a trucking business? So this trucking business, I think I've told you this story. His business is in trucking business. He is moving items from Bicutan to Isabela, Manila to Region 1, I believe. So the setup is the payment, the payment terms, I believe, is after the project is completed. So there were signatures and all that. They said that the project will be completed in 3 months. And then after 3 months and a year has passed, the payment has not given yet. Anyone with related, anyone with relatable situation of not getting payment from your clients? Fazil, anyone?
1 year?
Yes, it has been 1 year and never hasn't been paid. Payment issues.
Not one. Yeah.
Never. Do you have any clients that did not pay you?
Yes, that is fine. They are not paying us. We are going for legal base.
There's fine. Christian, anyone that has not paid you, not personal loan, but in the business side.
Yes, in our company, usually government.
Yes, projects. Yes, government.
It's government. 3, I think it will be 3 years next year.
Oh my God.
There's a long process in the
Sorry.
government, that's why.
2.5 million dirhams.
Which project is this? Your current company?
Sardia Mos.
Why is it taking time? Is there any?
Approval, sir. The approvals will take time, or the documentation will take time.
No,
But in
it's
your side, Christian, yes.
no, from us, no, not approval time. You know, Sharjah and Dubai is different state, right?
Emirates, yes.
So I don't know if you got my point. It's different thing. Dubai is very accurate in terms. There is no nothing at all. In Dubai, nothing at all. So
Okay, but these
I
are
don't know. I don't
government
know.
issues. But you are losing your money, and at the same time, people will be affected. People will be affected with this kind of situation, and it's something that we don't want to happen. But you know, in the direct advantage of direct distribution is you get the money right away. One good side, which is this now. Help me read it for me, Rosanna.
Intermediate, once again, let me make it full. Intermediate inventory storage point strategies. Variety of characteristics distinguish different strategies. The strategies are traditional warehousing strategy, which means distribution centers and warehouses hold stock inventory and provide their downstream customers with inventory as needed.
This is the
Cross,
traditional.
yeah, cross-docking strategy. Warehouses and distribution centers serve as transfer points for inventory, and no inventory is held at these transfer points. Centralized pooling and transshipment strategies may be useful when there is a large variety of different products.
Okay, so these are the three strategies. The first one, it says traditional warehousing strategy. Warehouses hold stock inventory. At the same time, customers with inventory as needed. In this time, this is the traditional ones of the warehousing, just like what we are used to. In your company, Rosanna, I think that will be called traditional warehousing strategy, because there's no company getting items from you, right? How would
Yes,
you
yes,
be dealing?
it will be. It's actually a traditional warehouse strategy, because we keep the stocks and we deliver it to customers that requires it.
However, cross-docking strategy, this one would be useful for grocery stores. There's like, there would be a picture below. I'll show you. Cross-docking distribution center. Can you see the picture below? This is how it looks like. There's a center that these transportation, these trucks are going, and then they will do the unloading, screening, sorting, and reloading, and then possibly go to their destinations. This type of cross-docking distribution center is usually used for grocery centers, Carrefour. I'm quite not sure with Lulu here, but the example is like Walmart back in the in the US. But this is the strategy that they will use. Centralized pooling on transshipment strategies. This would be beneficial, or an example for this is like a hospital. CEHA is a centralized center for medicine. So CEHA would have suppliers from different like distribution or manufacturing company for medicine. So all will be delivered in CEHA. Now, hospitals, like my earlier example, like Cleveland or other polyclinic, if they would have their own supplier and they run out, they would have to go to the centralized warehouse, which is CEHA. This is the examples for this. All right, next, intermediate inventory storage point strategies, traditional warehouse. I think I have discussed this already. Decentralized. Okay, help me read it, please, Elias. You have to like. Can you read it? Sorry.
Intermediate inventory storage. Sir?
Wait. Centralized and decentralized. Here, centralized versus decentralized.
Yes, centralized versus decentralized management. Decentralized decentralized system. Each facility identifies its most effective strategy without considering the impact on the other facilities in the supply chain, leads to local optimization. Centralized system, decisions are made at a central location for the entire supply network. Typical objective, minimize the total cost of the system subject to satisfying some service level requirements. Centralized control leads to global optimization, at least as effective as the decentralized system. Allow use of coordinated strategies. If system cannot
Continue, sorry.
If system cannot be centralized, often helpful to form partnerships to approach the advantages of a centralized system.
This would work with companies would have a couple of warehouses. In the company of who has a lot of warehouses here? An easy example, Talabat. And Talabat, the Talabat Mart in certain areas, because if you would see the application, is there a Talabat in KSA? There is, right? Fazil, Nishad, you have Talabat there, right?
No, we don't have Talabat, but we have other. I know Talabat.
Oh yes, but in Talabat, the Talabat Mart, if you would see there, there are some local locations there here. So say for example, you would have to set your location in Dubai, Satwa, JLT, Merdif. These areas would have one like Talabat Mart, and Talabat Mart is a warehouse for your goods because it serves like a source of your orders. Now, if it's centralized, that means there will be one area that produces or that would supply the items there. Decentralized would mean that these units of warehouses can make decisions. Say for demand planning, we would need particular supply of eggs or dairy products. They themselves can order for their supplies in that particular area in Satwa. However, but if it's centralized, they have to advise the center point, say for example, it's in Riga, that they needed that. Are you getting my point? Wait, let me just put a picture.
You mean we can just
Take a decision.
like, courier company like Aramex?
Wait. Say for example, let me put a drawing here. Oh, this is so primitive, but yes.
Ang laki, sir, ah.
Ayan. All right. Let me put a picture. So
Maybe you have a bigger one.
Wait, let me check.
Sir,
Alright.
A4.
A4. I'm looking for an A4 here now. I think I found something. All right, cool. Alam ko may drawing portion dito eh sa I think I can like draw in the Zoom, but I haven't.
Yes, you can, sir.
But I think I would have a drawing. Centralized, Talabat. This is the center. Center.
I think here also we have something like that.
Drawing. Yeah.
Solution.
Annotate. Wait, let me try. Select text, mouse. Sure. I haven't like. Anyway, let me do it manually. All right, so this is the Talabat Mart. This is the center. This is in Riga. This is in Talabat Mart in Satwa. This is Talabat Mart in JLT. This is in Deira. This is in Bergman. The importance of having that is they can localize. It's easy for them to deliver. I have an order here in JLT. They would not have to order from certain cities. They can easily distribute there. Now we're talking about management, like warehouse management. If it's centralized and this area in Satwa is needing some eggs or dairy product, they would have still to order from the center.
From the main distribution.
Yes, from the main, yes, from here. However, if it's decentralized, this area can already make a decision. Oh, I have a supplier. Maybe I can get an items from there. I don't have to communicate anymore from the central. This is the difference between centralized and decentralized management for warehouse.
Yeah, but centralized will take more time than this decentralized.
Approvals, you know, when you are in a management and you want to be in control of everything and you want to be aware of everything that is happening in your company, you want it to be centralized, but it makes time. In your company, Rosanna, you only have one warehouse, yeah, or you have a couple of warehouses.
We only have one, so basically it looks centralized. So.
But if in the future, if it gets bigger and you have more warehouses and your certain areas would have make decision, that would be decentralized. But the main point is giving authority to people or managers in a certain warehouse.
Yeah, trusting that particular person and that particular section.
Yes, true.
And because of the approvals and all the documentation and whatever. So centralized is good, but it has this big disadvantage because of the time it will consume. So it depends. It should depend on what the product is and what are you serving. If it's a service, it's fine. If it's a certain product, it should be planned accordingly. Otherwise, the consumers will suffer.
Yes, that's true. I would totally agree. As I keep on saying, I am amazed with the modernization of the logistics, and Talabat is a big business. Apparently, this is not yet in the books because this is a new trend for logistics, the movement of the product, and people are in social media right now. In this little phone, we can easily get the items that we needed. I'm seeing here around Amazon Prime, who has accounts with Amazon Prime.
I have, and Noon also has actually the same system. So when you order something, yeah, Noon.com when you order something, it shows who is the seller. So, but it will still be Noon who will deliver it to you. They will just have the seller that you are buying the item from will drop it to the Noon location, means the Noon distribution center, and from the Noon delivery people will be the one to deliver it to you, although it will be coming from a different seller.
Speaking of Noon, we actually have a promotion from them. Wait, let me share it to everyone. So Noon, I have made a partnership with Noon. Yes, this one. They have
only in Dubai, UAE, or in Saudi as well. Every time I use the app.
Fasil, unfortunately,
I'm sorry.
It's only for here.
I might be assigned in KSA.
I will purchase from there and I will tell Mr. to deliver Mr. Joe. And then later when I'm coming to Dubai, I will pick it from you. It's better.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. And you can get the VAT refund anyway. So
yes, maybe probably I'll be assigned in KSA and we'll do partnership there. But this is check the sir. There you go. Noon and Filipino Institute. Back to school, save time. So this is a promotion that they gave us. So who else has Noon? You can get certain discount, 15% off.
Really? What will you have to put? FI something?
FIO6.
But that's only for the school.
Yes.
Or for everything.
September 8th. Wait, yeah. And these are the items. I'll show you. Offer is valid customer on selected school items until September 8th. It's September 4 now, so you still have 4 days to go. After salary, this is the
Thank
strategy.
you for the offer, sir.
This is their strategy. Look, so you go there. This is it. Value bundles. 80% for shirts. Speaking of Noon, because we have a partnership with them. Save time, shop now. That's a little bit of commercial. But
They have a better delivery actually
compared to Talabat?
compared to
Oh.
Amazon and Talabat. Yeah.
Just tell me how.
If you have groceries for Noon daily, there are certain items that can be delivered in the next 60 minutes or max 90 minutes. Otherwise, they have a next day delivery. And their products would be authentic. Means if you see what is described, you'll get the correct item, because there we have several experiences with Amazon that when you ordered something and they say this is the brand,
Yeah.
when it reaches to you, it's generic.
Oh.
So we have returned several items like that. One time we ordered something for one of the bosses.
Yes.
We ordered it in Amazon. It says the description was it's a luggage measurement. Okay. The description in Amazon says it's a Black and Decker luggage weighing scale.
Yes.
So I ordered it. It got delivered. When it came, we opened the box. It's not Black and Decker.
Oh.
It's
Became white and decker, right?
it's just generic. There's no name even. So the boss said, no, this is not acceptable. We requested for a return. She made a comment and a feedback that she asked me to make a comment and feedback that they're like cheating or a fraud, that they're claiming it's like this, but you receive it's not like this. We never heard back from them. So
Okay, that's a bad.
so
Wait,
you have
wait,
to you have
what
to
brand
be
is
very
this?
careful. It's supposed to be a Black and Decker. It mentions there it's a Black and Decker, but actually when we receive,
It's
it's
not.
generic, no
So
name
it's
at
like
all.
expectation versus reality. You were expecting for a shirt and then.
Oh yeah, exactly like that. So we have several incident like that. So but if you order, also one of our colleague was telling me he ordered something. It was supposed to be also a Black and Decker, but when he received it, it was not a Black and Decker.
Yes.
So he has to
Okay.
return it also. But
So this is a product.
that's nice. So, yeah,
Okay. My boss
it's
ordered
really,
for a chair for the break room last year. Fairly to say, he did not expect. He expected.
even if the description it will not really match. So
Okay, so we have to be careful. But this is
yes.
apparently a problem. Honey, I shrunk the kid. All right. Oh, there you go.
So you really have to be very careful in ordering.
That's true. Okay. Oh gosh, Ed. How are you gonna do? Amazon would have this, right? But these are scammers.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think they're checking. I don't think they're checking their sellers.
I ordered chairs online. Okay, let me stop this. This is just for fun. Okay, well, let me just get back to our. Thank you for sharing. It happens. But how are we gonna avoid that kind of incident? Based on your experience, you had learn from your mistake. How are we gonna avoid certain scenarios, Rosanna?
You have to really carefully read what is on the description, and you just have to blindly trust them. And unfortunately, if it's not good, then you can just return it back.
But
For
in your
Noon,
case, you did not get it back.
yeah, but for the at least for I'll give you another example. For Noon, I recently ordered also You know this disinfection sanitizing portable spray gun?
Okay, yes.
Okay. I ordered it from Noon.
For work or
It's a,
personal?
no, for personal.
Show
So
us, how does it look like?
1 second. 1 second.
Let's see a satisfied customer. Apparently,
I'm asking my son to get the gun.
there's a gun and
So,
it's a
yeah,
sanitizer. Aren't you
Yeah,
promoting violence with this?
Wait, no. Not that one. That's
Did your son get a real water gun?
order when actually when I ordered it in Noon. Oh, he's taking time to take it.
Yes.
When the first I ordered it, it came in a fast. Okay, it's like this.
It's cute.
Okay, the first one I ordered, actually, there's supposed to be a button here, like a on button on this
Mhm.
side.
Uh-huh.
And then, but the one that I received when we
Arrived,
opened the box doesn't have
A
the
button, yes.
knob. Yeah. So what I did, I called Noon and I informed them either it's a return or an exchange. And for them, for noon.com, they don't have exchange. So you
Yes.
have to return. They'll refund you the money, and then you can order again.
Oh.
But they act quickly
This is the
because
reverse logistics.
because when I placed the complaint that there's no knob on that item, the following day they picked it up, and the same day the refund came on
So
the
you can
account.
okay.
Yeah,
Show
but
me,
for
show us how it works.
it's like this. So
This is
there's a there's a
Is this
detail
for
here.
cleaning? This is for hands.
Disinfecting.
Why it has to be complicated this time? Why?
No, this is used for instead of you spraying directly the alcohol or something, like when in the car when you're disinfecting, just have to see there's a it's like a mist.
fumigation.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's better, it's easier, and I use this for all the people that is coming in the house before they enter the house. I have to
Oh.
shoot them with this, and then and then
Jerica has a question.
yes.
What's this called?
What's the name of
It's
the
called
item?
it's
Gun
called
something.
nano disinfection spray gun.
Okay.
Ate Rosana, can you share
Add
the
to cart.
details for this?
Maybe I should be a product endorser or something.
For sure. Apparently, this is a business, people can think of anything that is beneficial for taking care of ourselves because of this pandemic, and they are coming up with this kind of machines.
This is similar to the one that you see before. Remember the one when you go to the mall, the big like
The one
sanitation
that, yes,
that you go.
yes.
So it's similar, but this is portable. So you can use this in your car, you can use it in your house, you can use it in the bathroom, you can use it everywhere, and you can just shoot anyone.
Endorser.
Endorser.
How much is that? How much?
This one is 110.
Oh, 110
free
dirhams.
delivery. So
yeah, it is nice.
So-
So Jerica and Felix will order. Who else? Get your orders now.
order for you and deliver to you. So I can have a cut.
But yes, there's discount if you are gonna get with Noon. And certain items probably there might get, because that's what I'm trying to request. I said you might have a discount for a longer period that our students can use. She said, she'll design something for us. But that's the partnership that we've done. So see, good for the marketing. That's what I do. If you have any suggestion there in KSA, we have
Maybe we can
students.
sell there.
Yes, in Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. If you have favorite restaurants,
So when I ordered this, it was showing a different seller. So from the seller, then it will come, but it will still come on a noon package. But you can see from the tracker that the seller have dropped it off in the noon location point, and then the noon will deliver it to you. That's how their system works. In Amazon, you will not be able to see, you will not be able to track them. So
That's the reason why. Okay, this is a good. Noon is what brand? Is it a local brand?
I think it is a local. They have a noon daily, which is for the groceries,
Mhm.
and they have noon food for food deliveries also. So
Is
they're
this-
expanding. Huh?
Is it just in Dubai?
It's a Dubai-based.
It's a
No,
Dubai-based
that's
business.
for whole UAE. Yeah, it's for the whole UAE.
Actually, I noticed in Maysem City Center here in Dubai production, there's a locker which was installed when you're on the way to the toilet, and
Yes, there is. There
you
is.
can
Yes.
collect your stuff
Yeah.
when you order from them.
That is to
Yeah, I saw
avoid
one
the
in Dubai.
10 dirhams delivery charge, because there are certain items that has to reach a certain amount for free delivery. But for any for other items it's always a free delivery. So it depends on the item, and you have an option to find the locker near your area. So it's a like how a decentralized warehouse is. So the noon.com will send you a code,
Mm.
and then that code you have to punch in, and then the door will open where your order is. Because I have done the same thing when I ordered something and I was avoiding the 10 dirhams delivery. I had to pick up a location in Motor City for the locker. So the same thing they have. Amazon has the same thing, like how Aramex has also.
Okay. See, this is good customer service. You get to do word of mouth with good experience. And apparently, Rosanna had a good experience and she's sharing it with everyone. Look at the. Is that your oldest or your youngest?
That's my youngest.
So
So I'm telling
sweet.
him to be quiet. That's why he's.
Okay. Or later, may palo. All right, next. Thank you for sharing. Centralized versus local facilities. What are local facilities and central facilities? Help me read it for Christian.
Hi, sir.
Yes. Favorite kasi Christian today. Christian, central. Central and local facilities.
Okay, central versus local facilities. Centralized facilities employ both fewer warehouses and distribution centers, and then these are located farther from the customers.
Mhm.
Other factors: safety stock, lower safety stock levels with centralized facilities, overhead, lower total overhead costs, and with centralized facilities, economies of scale. It's greater economies of scale with centralized facilities. The more items, the less cost. And lead time. Lead time is lead time to market reduced with local facilities. Service. Utilization of freeze, pooling better with central. Then shipping times better with local. Transportation costs. Costs between production facilities and warehouses higher with local.
With your facility, Christian, with the type of industry that you have, how many warehouses do you have?
We have only a small warehouse.
Yes,
only.
just a one, yes.
Not you will not call warehouse. It's just stock room only.
Stock room, yes. Well, the good thing is, what if you have like big equipment?
Yeah, what we did, as I mentioned before, we just buy, then
Yes, ship it directly.
ship it directly to the client.
Yeah, so you can save more costs.
Yes.
Yeah.
No need for stock. No need for if there's
For
some
you to
delay.
keep them, yes.
Prior to hold our items.
Different kind of industry, different kind of requirement, different type of businesses would have different approach when it comes to warehouse stock. Big companies like as I given like earlier, like grocery stores would need space, would definitely need space. Furniture, companies would have need space, but some of the businesses, just like Christian has said, you can just ship it directly. No need for stocking. I mean, the keeping the items in a certain location. So might as well save money by just giving it directly to the customer and make them think about where to stock it and not the company. It's always said there, the time is important. Remember our 7 R's: right product, right time. What else? What are the R's? Fill me here. Right product. Anyone? Nakalimutan na?
Checking.
What are your 7 R's? Type it here. Type it in the chat box.
Right cost.
What else?
Right time.
And
Then
Reduce
I
cost.
guess it's the right condition.
What else?
Typing out like everything is
Customer.
already
And right customer, I guess.
It's all right, but it's the right.
All is right. Right product.
But okay, yes. So these are all the rights. But yes, the consideration in the type of business that we have here. What page are we in now? But yes, please remember those. Those are the basic ones for our logistics. What are the advantages?
Don't put
Kalimutan
it
niyo
on the
na.
test.
Yes. No, our test is always on your always take home, and you have time to like think on read. Always research. Not that type of multiple choice and all. All right, help me, Jean. Jean Gonzalez, read page 11 for me. Advantage of central distribution center.
Advantages of a central distribution center. The logistic of running multiple distribution center or origins for products can become a nightmare. Creating a central distribution center will overcome that nightmare. Advantages of central distribution centers are accessibility, having easy access to products, transportation, having all products in one place makes shipping more efficient. Reporting will provide with updates on what you have in stock and which product is selling the most. In addition, you can identify some of the problems at the center. Lastly is cost. Money will be saved using one center instead of multiple center. Facility, resources, overhead.
Thank you. Would you check all this advantage of central distribution: accessibility, transportation, reporting, and cost? Jean, do you think that these are being practiced in your company? Accessibility with your warehouse, transportation, reporting, cost. Is this being practiced?
Yes, sir.
How? How is it being accessible? How is it being transported? And how it is being reported? And how is the cost? Are you having like high amount or cost that is putting out there for the business?
See, it's like this. We are using the third-party warehouse. So
yes.
we are here in Sharjah. So our third-party warehouse is there in Dubai. So that our warehouse is in the center of this one, the capital. So this one you can
accessibility, yes.
Yeah, access anyone from Abu Dhabi or from Sharjah or from somewhere can take the materials from Dubai. So it's easy to access.
Yes.
So everyone can go there and pick up, or if the third party liabilities need to deliver, they can deliver anytime at their convenient time. So also the transportation is like that. The transportation, if they are taking from Dubai and only deliver only in Abu Dhabi, it is already nearby instead of coming from Sharjah.
Mm-hmm.
So the reporting for the reporting, we have the list of items that we need to deliver. We are giving this to the warehouse keeper there in third-party logistics so that they know what is the product that we need to release.
Yes.
Also, they have their own delivery. They call delivery challenge. That is delivery note. They have also their own papers for delivery notes for their
Yes.
safekeeping.
Mhm.
And money wise,
Cost. Yes.
yeah, this cost, we don't need to hire the trucks, the transportation to deliver the products.
It's the
As
third.
our
Yes.
customer is going to their warehouse to pick up the materials, or the third party warehouse can deliver because we have contract them that they can deliver or pick up in the warehouse like that.
This is
So we can
interesting.
save
Yes.
the if we have the transportation like truck. So maintenance, we have to do the maintenance, fuel, everything. So if using this third party warehouse or the customer will pick up in our third party warehouse, we can save
Mhm.
money.
Okay. Yeah, this is a good example. This is an actual example that you practice in your company. Thank you for sharing. Okay, there you go. We have hybrid decision. Later on, we will discuss that. But for now, let's have a short break. Let me put a timer here. 1 second. I need to pee. Hi, Michelle. Are you there? How's moving your new house?
Hi, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Later, while I'll get back to you, let's have a short break and let's continue the discussion.
Okay.